What's up, guys? Iceman Hill.
Welcome to the Diablo Research Institution. I am your host, Professor Ice Deck. Appreciate you guys for coming by. Like the video if you haven't yet. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the page, and hit the bell so you're notified next time I post a video. And blessings to my patrons and my channel members. Links in the description below. Speaking of which, my homie, T-Vaughn, longtime channel member. Thank you, sir. Blessings to you. May you have many wives. He hooked me up with his sorceress, and it's quite an unusual build, one that I haven't tried out yet. It possesses Demon Machine Crossbow, so it takes advantage of Explosive Arrow, and all fire damage, to my understanding on the character, applies to Explosive Arrow, or at least your enchant does. So let's see how well this thing fares. It's a unique Chukonu, if I'm saying that correctly. Fires explosive arrow or bolts, 66% piercing attack, 123% enhanced damage, 66 to maximum damage, 632 to attack rating, defense, mana, and all that crap. Put a Hell Rune in there for negative requirements. Maybe a Facet would have been better, but we're going to try this out. Frostburn Gauntlets. Maximum mana? I don't know. Maybe we could try Mage Fist, but we'll go with this. We'll go with the mana build. This is an energy shield build, so maximum mana is quite key. Stone of Jordan. Dual Stones of Jordan. Razor Tail, because Pierce is going to be quite key as well. Inferno Stride. I think that adds to the explosive arrow damage, the 12 to 33 fire damage. But of course, very nice fire res and all that crap. Blaze when struck, so your blaze is going to be benefited from your fire mastery and other things. High Lord's Wrath for the IES. Deadly Strike probably isn't worth much on this, but you needed some IES and res. Flickering Flame, level 8, resist fire aura. So my resist fire right now is 36. Quite low, but it's fine. This is an energy shield build, so it ignores all resistances outside of poison res with energy shield. 3 to fire skills. Pierces fire res by 15%, and other nice stats. And Dragon, 12% chance to cast level 15 Hydra on striking, 20% chance to cast level 18 Venom when struck. Shitty mod for this character, but that's fine. Level 14 Holy Fire Aura when equipped. So, without it, it's 1,714 damage, and with it, it's 3,800 max damage. Oh my god. So it gives you like 1,700 or some shit max damage, like 1,900, 2,000. Are you kidding me? It gives you over 2,000 fire damage. Alright, that's pretty impressive. And that should apply to the explosive arrow. And this is kind of a maxed out build almost. It has a Fire Sunder for obvious reasons, a bunch of fire skill charms, and the Mercenary is equipped with Infinity, Treachery, and Endarl's Visage. So, skills, it's an energy shield build, so you maxed out energy shield, maxed out telekinesis, maxed out enchant, maxed out warmth, it's singular synergy, which at level 36, mana recovery rate of 450%, so it's quite nice. And then we have Fire Mastery, alright? So, let's see how well this fares. The Frigid Highlands currently is terrorized, so they're going to have a little bit more health and all that. But I think that's fine. So you teleport around, to my understanding, and you just shoot your regular arrows. Oh my god! Oh my god! This is a terrorized zone. Holy toad, okay. Let's try it again over here. Let's go to try to kill Fatso. And look at the Pierce! Oh my god! Holy toad! God damn! Quite nice. I'm rather impressed. I didn't realize it's going to be this good. But let's see how well it fares against fire-immune enemies. I don't think it's going to be all that great against fire-immune enemies because my fire pierce isn't all that impressive right now. -15. Let's take a look at that again. I only have 15 fire pierce on this character. But of course the infinity for the mercenary, I think it's only 1/5 effective after it's the resists are broken by asunder. Or is that wrong? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Something like that. So let's see how well... Here, let's kill these guys first. Oh my god! These guys are really, they're vulnerable to fire. The spider... Oh shit, are you kidding me? I'm already out of bullets, this is bullshit. Yeah, they need a higher quantity in bolts and arrows. So, I have 500 now. Ooh, the bugs. Bugs should be quite vulnerable to fire as well. But the real challenge, I think, is going to be the Doom Knights. I wonder if you could get a bit more pierce. Razor tail, I'm not sure if there's anything else you can do. I get a bit mixed up. I was playing Project Diablo 2 for quite some time. And they have a lot of other items with pierce. I suppose there is that new helm. What's it called? Radius or something? Radiance? And it has pierce, but the problem is you probably want Flickering Flame for this build. Oh my god! So with enchant... Alright, so 10k to 13k is the sheet damage right there. This is pretty cool. You have basically infinite mana. And your life pool, for the most part, is your mana. I might switch out the boots with Trex so I can max out my poison res. But so far, it doesn't really seem to be needed. So, oh my god! Holy shit! It does a great job against the Doom Knights, who are natively fire immune. So generally, before Sunders... Ooh, look at that thingy. Before Sunder Charms, if you had an infinity on your mercenary, and say, even though it would break nearly no fire immunes, say that against the ghost thingies in here that are lightning immune. After it breaks their immunity, at that point, Infinity's conviction has only 1/5 of its effectiveness applied. Alright? So it's only piercing that resists more after breaking it by like 13% or something like that. Which is where the facets really come into play. But now that you can break their immunity with Asunder, unless if this has changed, I feel like this is up in the air for a minute. I think Infinity is now 100% effective against immunities who obviously are already broken. The change I might be thinking about is the Cold Mastery change that recently took place, where a Cold Sunder, after that was applied to breaking a Cold Immune, your Cold Mastery is only 1/5 effective. So I'm quite sure Infinity has full effectiveness here, in which case it's piercing their fire res by like 60%, the enemies whose immunity is broken by the Sunder, and those who are not immune to fire for that matter. So Infinity is very desirable still in that regard. If I were to take this off, I'm guessing my damage would be complete ass against the Doom Knights, because I'm only piercing them by about 15% now. Which isn't horrible, but it leaves a lot to be desired. So let's see how well it goes against the Doom Knights. Here's some. Oh, shit! It is absolutely obliterating them. Holy toad. Alright, let's pop that thing back on, because I just don't want to go without it. So let's try out the Doom Knight clan and Lord Desace and all his homies. Nacho Libre. Nacho Libre. Oh, shit. And they didn't even have conviction applied to them. Pretty impressive, I would say. Let's see how well it does against the fat guys. And I'm curious to see how it does against Diablo. Don't get swatted. Teleport is very slow. Obviously, you're missing out on Hodo, Spirit. You have no FCR from your weapon or offhand. So you're missing out on a lot of FCR right here. I'd be curious to see how a budget build of this performs. Because this is just super endgame, obviously, and super niche. And a style point build. Obviously, for practical purposes, this isn't really a build you would make. I mean, unless if you just love teleporting around as a sorcerer shooting a crossbow. Because it's extremely expensive, as you can see. So I don't think... Did I miss something? Ah, here we are. It wouldn't make sense to make this build, as far as I see it. Unless if you're just messing around. But I would be curious to see how a budget one plays out. With, say, none of the charms, minus the helm, minus the armor, just a good old demon machine, and a maxed out enchant, and maybe some fire gear. So this one, oh my god. Holy shit. It did a great job wiping out Satan. I'm almost curious at this point to see how well it does against Baal. Now, I think what you would generally use this for would be to farm the cows. The cows are somewhat vulnerable to fire, aside from some uniques. So if you can get some fire-pierced gear, you can destroy them. And I feel like something like this would be a good setup against cows. So let me make my way to Baal. Here we are. Pretty damn impressive. And this is Players 1. Let me verify that. Players 1 difficulty. But let me know in the comments what you guys think about this build. Would you ever have any interest in making something like this? Oh my god. Holy shit. Yeah, it just obliterates the enemies. And I would like to see how it fares against the council as well. But cows, namely, I think is where this build would probably shine. Look at this. The pierce, it pierces quite a bit, but I think my pierce is only 37%. Oh, deadly strike. My bad. 99? Right, dumbass. Right, you dumb toad. That is part of the appeal of this weapon. 66% pierce. So, very high pierce. This coupled with Razor Tail. Which are very cheap items. So I think I would like to try this, maybe with a Viper Magi or something. Something budget. Or maybe even a stealth for that matter. To get some FCR, which would be nice. Teleport a little faster. But of course your damage is going to be ass. Thunder Charms are basically free, so you'll at least be able to get one of those. And unfortunately, this helm does cost a pull and a Vex rune. I want to keep away from these guys. Fire Enchanted, and it still does a damn good job. Alright, let's see how well it fares against Baal. So yeah, kind of an interesting build. Oh! Oh, shit, look at this! Oh my god! Flaming Small Charm of Incineration. So a prefix and a suffix for fire damage on this thing. A level 81 required charm. Yeah, these add quite a bit of damage, I would guess, with the multipliers. See that? I already lost 1,000 right there. Let's pick all those back up. Alright, let's see how well this fares against Baal. Not the greatest boss killer, but that's fine. Let's kill this homie. Low HP. Maybe you'd want a G-Face or something on your mercenary? For the crushing blow? Of course, Infinity has 40% chance of crushing blow. So this is a pretty good setup right here. Right, in G-Face you're going to be missing out on Life Leech, so this is pretty damn essential. Unless if you have like a Chains of Honor build. But it's a pretty optimal setup for the Mercenary. So let's see how well this fares against the Trav. And I think this build is probably made for cows. But stay tuned for a future video. I would like to try this out with shitty gear. It's going to be very low fire damage. Oh my god. Holy shit. Look at this. You know, something I could try, which is probably key to this impact. And I've noticed there is an Astutus in the stash. So that's what I need to do. T-Von put that shit in there for good reason. So I'll go to the stash. So the exact damage of enchant, 2100 to 2400. But somehow I get a ton of damage from it. I think this Fire Mastery applied. It's not really on sheet right here. Maybe, but let's see what she can do with Astutas and Spirit now. 20 to fire skill damage. Oh my god! 14,000 to 17,000 damage now. I just don't like using CTA. I really can't stand casting that shit all the time. I think it's annoying, so I don't want to use CTA. And I know it's not optimal not to use it, but I'm not going to use that bullshit. So I think I'm just going to have this on Switch. What the hell? Okay, so it's 18 for a minute. $14K to $17K or $18K. So I'm gonna make the cows and we'll see how well this fares there. So the damage is much more impressive now that I did the Astutus pre-buff. So just assume it's doing like 50% more damage and factor that into what I just ran. Oh my god. Look at it, just destroy the cows. There's Cow King. Destroyed him. That's not a unique right there. Could have got me that Viper Magi. I might as well try a Viper Magi on my budget build. It's not all expensive. And the good thing is, you can make yourself a Spirit Shield, and those are cheap. Nobody cares about Astutus Temper, unfortunately. It just sucks compared to Hoto. So that's something I would say you could attain as well. Not a perfect one, granted. But I think Astutus, you can have that in Spirit on Switch and still consider this shit budget. So, pretty damn good against cows. Now, let me try it on Players 8 and kill the Frigid Highlands. Just out of curiosity, I want to see how well it performs on Players 8. Alright, so here we are in Players 8. 13K to 17K damage. Wrong one, you dumb toad. Go to the Frigid Highlands. Oh my god! Holy shit! It almost doesn't even matter! There's Shanky. Oh god! Are you kidding me? God damn! So, very impressive on Players 8, I would say. Is that really player? It is Players 8! Okay. I suppose I'll try the Trav? That's just ridiculous. Not bad. Look at this, not bad. And look how invulnerable you are. A little bit of poison going on here. A little bit of poison kicking my ass. Oh, gee whiz. Gee whiz! Yeah, that's pretty impressive, I would say. For Players 8, and I did just blow through the Chaos Sanctuary on Players 1. So let's see how well it fares on players that just real quick like. I like to kill these things. These things are highly... Oh, shit. Look at this. One pop. One pop. I wouldn't even expect this to be players. This is cray-cray. This is cray-cray. I almost got a triple check. And here's the guys who are fire immune. It's going to be our biggest obstacle. I'm thinking. Not bad. Yeah, not bad at all. But do you think that you would ever save up to make something like this with how expensive it is? A very niche build. Style points build. You get a lot of style points for making something like this, especially if you bust your ass up the ladder to get there. A lot of style points. But it's quite practical. I'm rather surprised how well this is doing. I mean, it seems like you can easily run the Chaos Sanctuary. There's Homie. Took Homie out. Just a couple. No trouble at all. And I took out Nacho Libre. Oh, God! Dumbass. Dumbass. Dumbass! Alright, so I could have easily finished this cast run. Ah! I'll make another game. I'm going to come right back to this spot and we can finish this thing off. Just out of curiosity, I want to see how well it does against Satan. Alright, so here's the last seal. 17k max damage. I will unleash the demons. And I did find a... Oh. Rare tiara. Nice thick blade right there. Ethereal at that. 2 to paladin skill levels. 5 life leech. Sucks. Okay, it looks like they didn't come out from that one. All they gotta do is kill Homie. Whoop! Whoop! Come on! Come on, just kill Homie! No! Dumbass. Come on! Get him, 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 get him! Yeah! Fuck! Excuse my language. So, do I gotta do it again? I suppose I'm going to just teleport here with my mercenary and I'll see if I can make it. Fetch the body. Oh, I made it and my mercenary poked him. Did I get the body? Okay, there's the body. Pre-buff. 17k damage.
I can't carry anymore.
Alright, so we'll see how well this version against Satan. There are a few changes I feel like I would make against this. Maybe T-Von check this, I'm not sure. But I feel like it'd be well worth it to not have to have a Hell Rune in this thing. Just put a few more stats in there. And put a Shale Rune in there if it gets to the next breakpoint. But I don't know if it's going to get me to another breakpoint. If it doesn't, you could use IS Gloves. I think that would be well worth it. Because if you could attack faster, that would be really impressive. Because it's attacking pretty damn slow. But I'll have to look into that. I'd probably switch these out with Trex. Let's see how well it fares against Satan. Players 8. Mercenary, I might want to keep him on him, in fact. Yeah, not bad. There's Players 8, Satan. Destroys them. So let me know what you guys think about this build. Have you seen a video on this yet? Have you tried it out yourself? As mentioned, I'd like to try a budget version. One that's more realistic for most of us to attain. I would say no Torch, no Annie, no GCs, no Dragon Rune Word, no Flickering Flame. And we'll see what I can come up with. Because this is pretty damn good for a Players 8 build. Research noted. Not really practical in terms of how expensive it is, but it performs quite alright, really. So appreciate you guys coming by. Like the video if you will, hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the page, more videos to come. Peace be with you.